everybody, welcome to Crafting by the Bay. My name is JC and tonight I'm going to share with you my favorite DIY products, so I hope you join me. If you're seeing this part, you're probably catching the replay, so hashtag replay, let me know you stopped by. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm going to get my keyword set up, but when you hop on, say hello, let me know you are there. If you're on the replay, you can fast forward through this part. Tonight's keyword is tile, so if you just type tile into the comments, you will get a private message right here on Facebook with tonight's supply list, the link to Etsy, my DIY website, all of that fun stuff. But let me share this really quick into my VIP group. That is just a group where my customers, my friends hang out, anyone that's interested about these products. I have giveaways, specials, discounts, insider information in there. So if you're not a part of that group, just type VIP in the comments and I'll send you a link to join that free group. And I am going to be posting something in there in the next couple days, so you definitely want to make sure you are in there. Hi Beverly, how are you today? All right, we are going to do two projects, but if you would hit the heart button for me, the share button, and comment when you are here, I would greatly appreciate it. Not sure why, but for some reason, people are not getting these videos. They're not seeing that we're on. So if you comment, if you share, it really, really helps. Hi, Anne. How are you doing today? Hi, Amy. All right, you guys, we're going to do two projects today. And today's keyword is tile. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi, Brenda. I hope you ladies are having a great day. On a little bit later, I'm really going to try to set a schedule. It's really hard because this spot is just open to my house, but I want to be able to have more consistent times. So I might just have to shove everyone in their room, tell them to be quiet, shut their doors. But we're gonna figure this out because I really wanna grow my business. I wanna be more consistent. I need to grow my business. So I'm gonna try to work on some set times. And when I do, I will post them and let you guys know. But we are gonna do Waymaker. I need to figure out how to have my camera backwards and you guys still be able to hear me, because last time I did that, it was really muffled. But I want you to be able to see things the right way. And we're gonna use this brand new tile pattern. It's called Terrific Tile Pattern. So we're gonna use this big one on our serving tray. And so all of these supplies are in the cart link. So if you just type tile, you will get them. So let's start with this one. This is just a clipboard. You guys have probably seen me do clipboards before. But this one came from Walmart, but you can get them at the dollar store as well. And this one says, Miracle Worker, Promise Keeper, Light in the Darkness, my God, that is who you are, Waymaker. And I'm doing this one today because there is a lot of glitter on there. Okay, I'm doing this one today because I've been really discouraged. Thank you, Linda, for the stars. I greatly appreciate it. I've been very discouraged. I've been not in a good mood. My husband, you guys know we moved here 3 years ago, July, and my husband resigned from his pastor job of 21 years in California. And so he actually just resigned from his position here in North Carolina, only after a little bit over 2.5 years. That was definitely not our plan, but I know it doesn't take God by surprise. But because of that, I have not been in a very good mood. I am very nervous of what the future holds. My husband is looking for a job. He's been applying for things, nothing yet. So, like I said, this was not our plan. Hopefully soon I can share with you guys more about our decision and all that went into that, but actually right now I cannot. So I am gonna do this transfer Waymaker because I know our God is gonna make a way, even though I just don't see a way. So that's why I'm doing this transfer. And it's funny, I've had it for quite a while and have not done anything with it. But now I have my glitter from yesterday's florals all over this. All right, so I fuzzed it. It's still really sticky, so I'm gonna fuzz it a couple more times. But let me know in the comments, have you ever had a life-altering decision that you had to make and you just didn't understand it and you just didn't know how it was gonna work out? Let me know in the comments. All right, so I'm just gonna put this right on here. I love doing these clipboards. You can use this as decor and like layer it behind different things on a bookshelf. If you're a teacher and you use clipboards, or maybe use clipboards on a regular basis, but it's just a very affordable, easy way to display something. And so I'm just making sure it is stuck on there. It is sticky, so it adheres to everything, makes a beautiful picture. And I see a piece of fuzz or glitter under there. Absolutely, Nancy. I just have to keep telling myself that. Because this was definitely not our plan. All right, so hopefully this is on there good. There is some glitter on there. Hi, Kim, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. My day is okay. You guys, I had my mammogram today. Had it at like 4 o'clock today. And I'm a little nervous because she was done and then she said, I gotta do one extra one. And so I'm like, oh no. So hopefully that turns out good. I do not need that. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it so much. All right, so I'm gonna do white chalk paste. It's called Bright White. This is chalk in paste form. So it goes on wet, it dries hard. It's smudge proof, budge proof. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's removable off like chalkboards, glass, metal. But on stuff like this that's porous, that soaks it in, it is permanent, and you could absolutely seal it if you want to. I normally don't seal things unless I'm giving it away, selling it or something like that, or it's going outside. I have never had a problem with my chalk coming off things, because even if I wanted it to come off, you have to scrub it. So even if it got wet, it's not just gonna run off. You have to scrub it for it to come off. So, if water spills on something, just blot it up and you should be okay. Oh, thank you, Mary Jo. You are so sweet. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We definitely need the prayers. All right, I'm going to pull this off and it's going to reveal the beautiful design. And it is going to be a reminder to me that God is a way maker, and even though right now I don't see a way, I don't understand, He does, and everything is gonna work out. So look at how awesome that looks. I could never draw that, I could never write that good, but I know it's backwards, so I'll take a picture and put it in the comments for you guys. But look at how easy that was. So this would be very cute to display. You could even hang this on the wall. You could put it on a bookshelf. You could display it just leaning up against something. Super cute, easy way, affordable way to make a piece that's inspiring. So there is that one. And I'm not gonna show you how to wash this because I am gonna wash the next one. But you just wash these in the sink with a board eraser and just water, and they're reusable. Yes, Mary, I have to keep reminding myself that. It's not easy, but. All right, so this I'm just gonna put over here. Now we are going to use our rustic tray. So this is on my DIY website. So if you put tile in the comments, you're gonna get the supply list for the transfers I'm using today, the tray if you want it. You can add things to it, you can take things away, whatever you need. If you need help with anything, maybe you've never chalked before, you think it's really cool, send me a message. I am happy to answer any questions that you have. But this is called Terrific Tile Pattern. And we're gonna use this one right here, and these you can line up. So what you would do is this side that you end, you're gonna put this side to this side, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. And I have this glitter all over. Well, Mary Jo, I will be praying for you, and you can pray for us. We would greatly appreciate that. All right, so we are going to use, I love patterns because you could use them with so many things, and there's so many different designs on here, but we're going to use this big one right here, and I'm going to show you how to continue a pattern. And you can cut this backer sheet. I don't like to cut it because then I'm gonna have a lot of different pieces, and I like to keep everything together. So I only cut the transfer, if you wanna call it a stencil. I only cut that. I do not cut the backer sheet, but you absolutely can if you want to. So again, I'm gonna fuzz it because it's going on a hard surface. And let me explain, I'm not cheating. My mom sent me a Starbucks gift card for Mother's Day. So I went there today. I went to Dunkin' yesterday and I was so upset. I did a mobile order and I ordered toffee nut, and I get there and they told me that they were all out of caramel. How could you be all out of caramel? I love this community because I see you guys responding to each other, and I know that you probably don't know each other. Some of you may know each other, but I just think it's amazing how we have this space and we have become friends. And who would have thought that you could become friends over social media, pray for each other, support each other, craft with each other, inspire each other. This space for me is more than just coming on and creating. This space is friends, it is encouragement, creativity, it's an outlet to de-stress. This takes my mind off things. I love to create, I love to decorate my home with things I create. So being creative is an outlet for me, and I'm very thankful for this. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure I fuzz it really good. And then we are going to, this pattern is, what is the word I'm looking for? You can continue it, okay? So either side you use, like if you, sorry about that. I don't know why that does that. You like caramel too. I love caramel. So this pattern is continuable, whichever side you want to use. If you end right here, you would line this side up with right here. If you end right here, you would line this side up with this side. So this is a little bit wider than, let me see, than my tray. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to put it, well, I guess I'll just put it, I was gonna sort of put it in the middle here. So let's see. So I'm gonna push it down. I'm gonna try to, there we go. So these mold to whatever surface you're using because they are like paper thin. So you can see it molds and fits right in there. So what we're gonna do is we're probably going to have to wash this in between so you guys can see how to wash it. But I'm gonna show you how to continue this pattern. And so I just pushed it down in there, And we are going to use Storm. Storm is one of my favorite colors. It goes with everything. I love using neutral colors because then I can put it with anything. Yes, Amy, me too. Linda loves caramel too. So Toffee Nut has, oh gosh, it has caramel and I forget what is in it, but it's caramel, and then it has a just like a shot, a flavor shot. But my current go-to at Dunkin' is blueberry cobbler. It's a blueberry with butter pecan, and it is so good. I know it sounds weird, but it's really good. Okay, so we're gonna use Storm, and we are gonna chalk this design. And I love this little tray. It is super cute. And you might not know this, but we carry all kinds of surfaces that you can use. However, you can use anything you have at home. Just like this, this clipboard, like the sky's the limit. If it's a flat, smooth surface, you can chalk on it or you can ink on it. So I'm just gonna put this chalk in here, and we are gonna chalk this pattern. And I'm gonna get as close to this side as I can here. And then just spread it all around. You wanna make sure that you squeegee everything off, because that makes your design nice and smooth and consistent. But see, I had so much on there and I do not need it. So I just wipe it off, and then I'm gonna squeegee off all this extra, put it back in my jar. But this, like I said, makes it nice and smooth and consistent, but also because we're gonna wash the transfer, we do not want to wash away a bunch of this chalk. So you wanna make sure you do this step. Get all the extra off. And then we're gonna pull it up very gently. There is our first half. Love it. Look at that tile pattern. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna wash this. You can or you don't have to. It depends. But sometimes the paste goes through the back, and since I'm gonna continue this, I don't wanna accidentally have this get somewhere. So I'm gonna wash it just in my bin here. And I have multiple towels. So if I was not live, I would just take this to my sink. I would wet the front and the back, just lay it in my sink and wipe it off just like this. So this is just lukewarm water. Don't use like really hot water because that could melt the stick off if you leave it in there. So you don't want these to soak in the water. You just want to leave it in there long enough to clean it, get all the paste off. And you guys can see if it is still wet, it comes off really easy. It's so much easier to clean than if you let this sit for a couple days, because then you're gonna have to scrub it a little more, and that's more wear and tear on your transfer. So it's a good habit just to wash them right away, because if you don't, like I said, more wear and tear, it's gonna take you longer to clean them, and then you might end up with a pile of transfers that you need to wash and you won't have time to wash them. I don't know how I know that, but I know that. Linda, I love these trays. All right, so it is all clean. So normally I would just leave it sticky side up, but I'm just gonna blast it. Yes, Kim, you do not have to have these towels at all, even to fuzz. So the side with the tag is terry cloth. So any kind of terry cloth towel you have at home, a bath towel, you can use to fuzz. This side is microfiber, and that's just to clean it, to dry it. You can use whatever you have at home. But you can hit this with a hair dryer to dry it on a low setting. But you just want to make sure if you're gonna use it again, it is completely dry so it doesn't smear. And when you start to chalk, maybe you wanna try it, but you're like, I don't wanna buy the scissors. I don't wanna buy the towels. You guys, you don't have to. You can use regular scissors. These scissors are great though, because they're silicone coated and so they don't stick to the transfers. But you can use any surface that you already have. You just need a squeegee, a transfer, and some paste. Yes, Linda. And if you leave, you guys know I love my metallic and my shimmers. If you leave shimmer on a transfer and it dries, it is so hard to get off. So it is just a very good habit to get into, to wash everything right away. And I know, oh, I just got that in my chalk. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, I think I have chalk on my towel, that's why. All right, so I'm just making sure this is totally dry, and now I'm gonna fuzz it again. And then we're gonna make sure the tray is dry. We're gonna line it up. Hi, Julie, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, you guys, just gonna fuzz this. Type the word tile into the comments. You're gonna get today's supply list. If you guys have been thinking about doing what I do, maybe you don't want to go live, maybe you just want to make finished pieces to sell to your friends, sell on Etsy, go to craft fairs, or maybe you just want 40% off for yourself. This month you can join my team for 50% off. So if you put info into the comments, that message that you get will have all that info. If you're like 40% is great, but I don't want to be a designer, you can sign up for our customer program. It's called Perks, and you'll get 30% off your orders all the time. So that info, you can go to my DIY website and look up Perks members, and then ask me any questions. You are good. I am glad you're doing good. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need, actually, I need to make sure this is dry. So I'm just gonna dry it, and then I'm gonna show you how to continue the pattern. So I didn't start my pattern all the way to the end. I actually started it in the middle and it hung over a little bit. So hopefully I centered it right. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So let me see now. So we already fuzzed it. So we ended, right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this side and line it up, and I'm gonna hold it up and I'm gonna show you guys. So you are just gonna line it up. And I want to make sure I get it exact. So all right, let me stick this all down in here. So either side, all four sides have a continued pattern that you can line up. So you just have to make sure you line it up with the correct side. And because these are see-through, it is so easy. So you guys can see this pattern and this one go together. So I just lined it up, and because you can see through it, you can see exactly where to put it, okay? So no matter which side you are on, you can line it up like that. And so now we're just going to finish the rest of this. Same color. I am using Storm. It's one of my favorites. And I'm not gonna start right up to the edge because I don't want too much chalk to go up the side. So I'm gonna start a little bit away and then just pull it all together. So we have a lot of patterns now that you can line up and continue. We didn't used to have that, and you just sort of had to put the pattern down and just do your best. But I love now how they definitely line up. All right, so I'm gonna squeegee everything off. All right, so I got everything off. Stick that in my water, cover this up. And then obviously I'm gonna wash this transfer again, and I'm gonna wash it just like I washed it the first time. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to put it back on this backer sheet for right now. And then I'm gonna show you, piece of red glitter landed in there. So you guys can see, this is where I lined it up. Look at how awesome it lined up. And so I didn't start the transfer at the end because I knew I wouldn't end in the same spot. So what I did is I did it in the middle. So then you can see there's half of diamonds on each side. If I would have started over here with a full diamond, I would definitely, the ends would be different, and I wanted them to be the same. So you can see there's a half diamond over here and then half diamond over here. Yes?
I have an interview with Billy Graham Association.
Oh, so my husband just came out to tell me, if you missed the beginning, go back and watch it. He just came out to tell me that he got an interview with the Billy Graham Association. So in Charlotte, so we live about 30 minutes outside of Charlotte. So in Charlotte is the Billy Graham, what do you call it? It's like the history of Billy Graham is there. I think it's like a conference center, different things. So he actually got an interview there. So you guys, isn't that awesome? So if you missed the beginning, go back and look, because we made this Waymaker because we're in the middle of a transition and it's not easy. It's very difficult. And I just made that, and then he got an interview. And before I came on this live, I was in a very bad mood, and he had to take me and try to focus me. Anyway, so you guys, look at how cute this is. You can see it lined up perfectly. Love it. It looks like it's continued. Yes, there's a museum there. We didn't go this Christmas, but we went last Christmas, and they had like a live nativity scene. They had a store. So I'm not sure what job. I know he's applied for a couple jobs there, so I'm not sure what job is there. But you guys, I don't want to start crying, but it's been difficult. And we really can't share our journey just yet. If you know any, usually, well, I can't really say that, but soon we'll be able to share our journey, but we can't right now, not by our choice. So hopefully soon we can, and hopefully it will have an ending that you know that it was only God. So hopefully we can share that with you soon. But just pray that, you know, he gets a job and it will be a job that he likes and thrives in. Yes, he's been a pastor. That's all he has ever done. He did construction for the first like couple years of our marriage, and then he was a pastor for the rest. We're actually going to celebrate 27 years of marriage on Saturday. So he's basically been a pastor our whole marriage. So he's not done secular work in a very long time. But right now, it's what he needs to do for a little while, just to get some healing. I know you guys know, like, oh gosh, I think it was back in February, we went to intensive counseling for church hurt. And it was helpful. It was very eye-opening. So he's not jumping right back into church ministry, but hopefully soon. So we'll see what happens. So keep us in your prayers. Like I said, we'll hopefully one day be able to tell you more. We just can't right now. So anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, this space to me is more than coming on here and crafting and creating. We are family, we are friends. You guys help me in so many ways you have no idea. Text messages, cards, gifts. You're just so amazing, so thoughtful, so encouraging, so supportive. So thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. Our family appreciates you guys more than you know, and so thank you. It is definitely a safe place, and a lot of people, like, I'm an introvert. I cannot talk in front of people in public. I can't like do that kind of stuff. Like, my husband's on stage all the time. I can't do that, but behind a camera I can, and it's so weird. Like, this is my comfort, this is my spot. So you guys have just blessed me so much, so thank you. Yes, Amy, amen. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, 2 great projects. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Pray for my mammogram too, because when we were done, she wanted to do another one. She said she had to do an extra one, and so that makes me a little nervous. My mom did go through breast cancer a couple years ago, right when we moved here, and my husband's had cancer scares and stuff, and so that's a little nerve-wracking. So pray that that all turns out well as well. All right, you guys, have a great evening, and I will see all you amazing people tomorrow. Bye.